So as some of you know, on my main channel, I am a Christian, my main channel being ItzSamdot. And even for those who don't believe in God, I think you can get something out of this. Yes, as a society, but it starts individually, need to be better people. We just simply do. And I get that that takes time, but even through time, nothing's gonna change if we don't act. We have to actually act and get the work done. We have to pursue goodness. We have to pursue righteousness. If we just say, oh, I'm doing okay, I'm all right, I'm not as bad as so-and-so, because one can do that. I could say, I'm not as bad as a serial. I could say that I'm not as bad as a murderer. I've never someone. So, you know what? I'm not as bad. I'm okay. But that doesn't make sense, because if I'm still acting unrighteously, if I'm still doing things that are evil, or at least wrong, if you want to look at it that way, if you want to put a tier list on, oh, this over here is more evil than this thing over here. For instance, lying. They could look at lying and say, is it really bad though? Especially if it's a white lie, is it really bad? Well, you're still doing something wrong. You're still not saying the truth, which I think collectively, as human beings, we can say that is wrong, even if it's something as small as that. And just after seeing Christian videos recently, I kind of had that spark. I really did. I kind of had a spark of like, I need to do better. I really just do. And yes, am I a better person than who I was years ago? Yes, absolutely. And that should always be the thing, is that our present day should always be better than our previous days. I'm 23 years old, okay, so I'm a pretty young guy. I'll say I am a pretty young man compared to like high school or something. I'm a much better person who I was then. And heck, I'd even say a year ago compared to 1 year ago when I was 22. I think I'm a better person then. But am I perfect? No. And I don't think anyone ever will be perfect. I truly believe that. No one can be perfect. They have the saying, practice makes perfect, but that's just not true. It's just not. You can get probably pretty close to perfect in any skill and even in righteousness, but you still will have flaws, even as small as like maybe one flaw. Well, guess what? That one flaw still makes you imperfect. And so again, whether you are a believer of God or a complete atheist, I still believe that nevertheless, we can agree that goodness is better than evil. Righteousness is better than wrongdoing. And if we want to make the world a better place, because we talk about that a lot. I think as a society, we talk about that a lot, making the world a better place. Oh man, if only the world was a better place. Well, we can't do that collectively if we don't do that individually. So we need to do that individually. We have to look at our lives and say, our life individually, and say, okay, am I being too quick to be angry? Am I trying to strike down my enemies by having revenge? Like, there's a difference between justice and revenge. There simply is. And if someone steals something from you, would it be okay to steal something from them? No, I don't think that makes sense. Maybe take that thing back, okay? It was yours in the first place, but to steal something of theirs, to get back at them, like, I need to have this justice. That's not justice, that's just having revenge. And we need to figure that out. There are wrongs that we do, whether it is quick to anger, whether it is bad-mouthing someone, gossiping, lying, cheating, stealing, whatever it is. Maybe even disrespect. Maybe we're disrespecting somebody. Maybe there's an ism involved, like a racism, sexism. I hate to go in that category, but maybe there's some of that. I don't know. We have to analyze our own life, fix those things so that collectively we can fix our society, fix us as human beings. That's all I had to say.